In today's show, I'm going to show you some tokens that I have huge stakes in. I mean, huge. And you're going to have to decide for yourself if you want to get some. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Davinci Jeremy, 5x5 here in Dubai. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. And we're going to be doing that. We're going to be talking about some tokens that I have large stakes in. And I'm going to be also doing a meetup. And if you have a DAVITAR, right, you can actually participate on this event. It's going to be on February 24th. It's going to be a Saturday of this year. So make sure you're there. I'm going to be having guests like Carl from the Moon, of course, Crypto Kid, and a few others. So make sure that you participate. I will make it open for the public to join in this group, this event next week. First, the DAVITAR members, because there's a limited seating, right? So this is a ticketed event, but it's free ticketed event. You're going to have to get the tickets. And then once the tickets are all sold out, that's it. There's no more. So make sure if you own a DAVITAR that you get that ticket. Okay, so moving on. Congratulations to all the private group members who made this trade and did well. If you held a trade open and you're still profiting, that's great. Awesome for you guys. Thank you. All right, now moving on to the first item is, I have a lot of Magic Craft, right? I have a lot of like over 100Ks in these things. And look at this. This thing is a nice chart to finally take off, especially coming into this bull market. You have an awesome opportunity. No guarantees from the management. I could end up with nothing here, and I'm willing to accept that. And so make sure whatever you put into any kind of asset that you're willing to accept the losses. So also the same with Medeival Empires. And because both these have like a low market cap, 100x going to $500 million from here is nothing, right? Is a walk in the park, right? So, 100 times this, right, is not 1 cent, but 10 cent, right? So, 18 cents, right? So you can see how easy that is. And same here, right? You could see this can go to, $500 million easily, right? And what's the per coin value? 90 cents? Walk in the park, right? So, especially since, I've played Medieval Empires, and in fact, you can gain access to the Medieval Empires if you have a DAVITAR, and you can just request it, and boom, you could be playing the game. I've emailed quite a few people, and so not everybody respond, but hey, yeah, that's the way it is. If you want to join the game, you could be early to the game and Medieval Empires and play with me. And then also later on, once it becomes published, because it's not published yet, it's a play to earn game. And you'll have a leg up on all the people who have to jump in on the game after the fact. So you might as well. Okay, what are crypto-backed mortgages and how do they work? Crypto-backed mortgages explain using cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum or other digital assets as collateral to get a standard mortgage loan is known as a crypto-backed mortgage. Oh, I did not know you could do that, but the idea of using cryptocurrencies as the loan collateral surfaced as the cryptocurrency market gained popularity. The extreme volatility and potential for significant value appreciation in the crypto market inspired the notion of leveraging these assets, digital assets, to secure conventional loans. In crypto-backed mortgages, the loan amount is based on the cryptocurrency value, and the digital assets are kept as security until the loan has been paid back. To enable a safe and open transaction, these organizations use blockchain technology and smart contracts to facilitate a cryptocurrency collateralized loan, which utilizes digital assets as securities to obtain loans. Interesting. When the decentralized lending platform called Salt Lending was introduced in 2018, it became the first notable instance of a cryptocurrency-backed mortgage. Borrowers can use their cryptocurrency holdings as a security for the loan through Salt Lending. Though the idea ran into legal and regulatory issues, The business later altered its offers. Okay, there you go. So, I mean, you have to be careful, of course, if they will liquidate this loan. But then again, the mortgage is also probably part of the backing. So it's not a big deal. I mean, yeah, I'm wondering what all the criteria is. If you have to put in so much as your backing for your mortgage and stuff like that, because here's the thing, you got the mortgage of the house and the cryptocurrency. I mean, that's a little bit over collateralized asset. So I would be concerned about that. Okay, moving on. Vanek exec states Solana outage might have been manually triggered. Ooh, off button. Yes, not surprised. We talked about this on the Moon Show. I think the issues with Solana are clearly an indication of centralization. No other cryptocurrency has this kind of problem, because if you do, right, your math is wrong, right? And the only other way that this is wrong is if you have it centralized, right? So, because in most cryptocurrencies, you have to update everything. So, head of the digital assets research, Vanek, released that there is a speculation around the cause of the latest Solana outage, which stopped the blockchain for 5 hours. Siegel explains that the bug that created the service interruption was related to a Berkeley packet filter, that it might have been manually triggered. Okay. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Whether it did or not, I think there is a problem here with Solana, because the outages are frequent, right? Jokes aside, right? Solana sometimes online, it is SOL. I mean, long term, I think. Whilst it will continue to run for the foreseeable future, holding on to SOL for the long term is a bad idea. So, all right. So I'm going to go on to the TA. If you're interested in trading, you can do so at bybit.davincij15.com, or 2bit.davincij15.com, or coinw.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Wow. Look at that. The last 1, 2, 3 days, we're on a 3-day uproar. Ever since we broke into this area here, you can see, boom, we have covered this whole candle here. Now, what's next? You can see we're far away from the EMA ribbons. This is an indication that we could probably reverse or go sideways, unfortunately. So there's two ways here. You can say, well, can't it continue going up? Yeah, it can, but the odds are it's not going to do that. We're too far away from the EMA ribbons. The average moving averages and stuff like that, there's probably a time for consolidation, right? You can see what happens here. When we move too far away, yeah, we will come crashing back down. It just, that's the way it is, right? So can it go all the way up to here and then consolidate? Yes, but there is a limited space here. The maximum I say we go up to is the 48, 49K before we start to crash back down. What is Bitcoin going to do right now? Is it going to continue up to the 48, 49? Possibly. Right now, I'll be honest, can't see it right now. I can't see anything stopping it. So yeah, there is no divergence, none of that happening. So a move higher is a possibility, but we're probably going to have a little bit of consolidation before we actually do that. So keep that in mind. It's even just like sideways for a little bit and then boom, right? Because this thing could first the EMA ribbons on the 4 hour could come closer to the actual price, and then we continue higher. So look out for that. Ethereum is stalled here, right? It's gonna come up to its top, right? You can see if we go to daily, right, it's come up to that point where it last pivot point here. We could see it break all the way up to the 40, closer to the $2,500 mark before a reversal. And I don't like the 61.8 for the Ethereum, but hey, let's see what happens. Bitcoin has blown through its 61.8. I forgot to mention that actually. You can see here on the daily, right? Oops. It has blown through the 61.8. I thought I had it on here, but then we just redraw it. You can see, boom, the 61.8 was like, what? 61 point, what? And blown through that very easily. So yeah, be careful here if you're shorting the 61.8. I did short the 61.8 on Bitcoin, but I got out of its way, of course. All right. With that said, let's head over to the dominance, and you can see Bitcoin dominance is clearly moving higher. It wanted to break down before, but it's like nope. We're just resting a little bit. So the 60% area level, probably as high as because we're in this red zone, and it's go all the even as high as the 62% before we actually see any kind of reversal on the dominance. So it's going to be an interesting ride. All right. With that said, hope you enjoyed today's episode. Hope you learned something. Please be careful if you do follow me into those tokens. You have to be accepting of the losses. I don't know the future for sure. I just know that the people behind those projects are dedicated and they're moving in the right direction. So that's why I've placed large sums bets on that, and let's see what happens. Right. So that's all it is. All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.